Hey guys, it is seed starting day here in Zone 9B, South Texas at BeccasByTheBay. So I'm starting off with some, you can use distilled water or spring water. This is our Berkey water. I'm bringing it to a boil, and then I'm pouring it into my pitcher here, and then from there I am filling up my seed trays, which I made all fluffy the other day. So what I'm doing is I'm pouring and filling it up till about here on all of the seedling trays, and then I go back again and I pour some more. And then if it wasn't quite wet enough, I had some more hot boiling water in here, and I finished. Now this is dry, I haven't done this one yet, but I finished wetting it like that. So this tray I just finished doing. I'll show you what I'm up to now. So this whole tray is at least 32 seeds of our green magic broccoli. So I put 32 green magic broccoli, and our starting date September 2nd. So I know this whole tray, there was one seed in each pot. I had about 50 seeds in the packet, so whatever I had extra of, I put maybe a second seed in. And if we get 2 plants, I'll try to separate them out. I definitely counted it out, and I definitely want 32. So I'm hoping they all sprout. So that one's there under our grow lights. And then any extra water is in the reservoir, and I'll just kind of check on it over the next couple of days. So probably twice a day in the morning, or even check on them in the afternoon. Make sure that these are not dried out. I'll come by with my handy dandy dollar store squirt bottle, and I will mist the tops to make sure that they stay moist to germinate the seeds. And I will bring you over to my seed station here. This is me going through all my seeds in my wine boxes. This is what I picked out that I want to plant. And so this tray I've already poured all of the hot water in. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that this is tapped down. And it cools down pretty quickly. This is already cool to the touch. I've got the fan on in here, and we've got the AC running. So, and if it's a little bit dry, if you still see that it's a little bit dry, I should have grabbed my bottle. Making you dizzy, sorry. So if you still see that it's dry after patting it down, you're gonna spritz it some more, because you want it damp. So we're gonna, and the reason why you're tapping this down is because you want to get good soil to soil contact when you put your seedlings, your seeds in. So we're gonna tap all of these in. Now some people will pre-wet their soil mix before they do this. I wasn't sure how far my mix was going to go, so I did it the other way, which is, you can do either way. You just want to make sure that it's at a good dampness, not soaking wet, but damp, so that your seeds will germinate. So here we are. And so when I filled these up, I just kept them kind of almost level to the top, because I knew I'd be pressing them down a little bit, and so they will you'll get some shrinkage because you're tapping it down and you're wetting it. So once you put your seeds in, you're going to add a little bit more on top, and so that leaves you enough room to add a little bit more. So you don't want any of it dry and powdery, because that leads to not good germination. There's peat moss in here in our potting mix, so it does take a little bit to get absorbed in, which is cool. And then, here we go, as I make a mess all in here. So, I thought hubby was going to help me a little bit with this. Looks like I'm working on this today myself. Not quite sure how many of each of everything I need. I do know, I found some Jelly Roselle seeds, which none of them germinated last time, so I'm definitely going to try some more of those again. So I want to try that. I'm not sure if I want to try the lunchbox mix of peppers. I think I do. It makes like little peppers, so like you wouldn't have to have a whole pepper at once. Oh, I do have some rutabagas. That's right. That came in. This was from Nicole's Garden Nursery. We have some Baby Pok Choy. I might try a couple of Siletz tomatoes. Let's see. I've got some Lacinto Kale that I want to start. Here's some other tomato seedlings I might just set to the side. Here was our green magic broccoli that we got from Seeds and Such. So that is completely empty. This was the other one I hadn't tried. I wasn't sure how big this one gets. Seeds of Change early green broccoli. I think I picked this up at Tractor Supply. So I haven't tried that one yet. So I definitely want to do some rainbow Swiss chard. This was from our dollar store. It always germinates really well and does really well. I can't remember. I think you can do cilantro in the fall, so I'm going to be planting some cilantro. And might do, there's the dollar store, some sweet bell peppers. I've got 2 out there, so I might not need to do any more. I might just keep the 2 pepper plants, I think, that we have going. Spinach is a good thing you can start right now. Hey, SJ, how are you? Spinach is a really good thing you can start right now. It grows really well. Again, from the dollar store. All these seeds always germinate really, really well. Again, this is where I get my lettuce. If I don't have it from Naylor's feed store, I get the dollar store lettuce, Paris Island. And so this is basically a, sorry if it's blurry, romaine lettuce. This does really well. It needs to be cooler, so I'm not sure if I can germinate this right now. I think I might have to wait a couple of weeks because it's uber hot out and it needs to be a specific temperature. It won't germinate unless it's cold enough. So this will probably have to wait till closer to October for your lettuces. So if you try to germinate it now and you're like, why isn't it working? Because it's not cold enough. So we've got more Swiss chard. This is called, this is a baby romaine lettuce, so it makes like a really cute little romaine lettuce head. It's called Little Gem. So I thought I'd do some of those. I don't know if we're going to do any cauliflower. We really need full sun for this, and I really like broccoli more, so I don't know. We might do some, we might not. But we got this at the Naylor's feed store. You can get this is a half a scoop, and there's like still tons of seeds in here, and I don't know, maybe it was like $1 or something like that. It's really affordable. So there's that. I think fall you can do chives, so there's some chives. I have some out there right now. I'm not sure if they're going to make it, so I might start a few more of those. That's my lettuce. This was another Pok Choy, so this is not the Baby Pok Choy, but it'll make a nice bigger Pok Choy. This is great in like salads, quick stir fries. You can make like sushi roll-ups by chopping it up and adding it into the sushi roll-ups. I just love Pok Choy. It's great in soup. I love it for the fall. It grows really well here. It's super easy to grow. This was Burpee. This was $1.69. There's tons of seeds in here. There's probably like 30-ish seeds in here, and I think this was at like Home Depot. What else have I got? Oh, I've got some more saved cilantro seed. I might try this. Someone sent it to me for free, so it's called Tall Utah Celery Seeds. So I might try growing some celery. I love celery, so I don't know. I got some free seeds, so let's try it out. I think I planted this before, and for whatever reason, I didn't get any orange ones, so I do want to try to get some orange bell peppers. So I think I'm definitely going to plant a couple of those. Oh, this was something Waylon got special. It's called the Sun-Kissed Peach Tomato, and we didn't get a chance to plant it. So I was going to ask him if he wanted to try one over the fall and see if it did okay. Technically, spring is a lot better for tomatoes for us, but we might just try one of these anyway. And he ordered that special. So that's our special Siletz and our special other tomato. So we might try a couple of those. Oh, I saved some seeds from our orange bell peppers. I think I just maybe didn't leave them on the vine long enough to turn orange. And this is considered an herb. I got it from M.I. Gardner. As you can see, it's called, I don't know why they called it upland crest. It's called watercress. Watercress, not watercress. It's watercress. And you can buy it in a little bunch in the supermarket. And it's usually around $2-ish a bunch. I think the price of it has gone up to like $3 something a bunch, and it grows really well here. And you can grow it in a pot like I do in the front with my herbs, and you can just keep cutting and coming again. And it's really good in salads. It's really good in any kind of stir fry or soup. It's super highly nutritious. And I don't know why I didn't have any last year. I thought I germinated some, and somehow maybe they just didn't make it. So I'm going to try that again, because I did grow really good the year before. So don't know if it's too soon to plant that. I haven't looked at any of this stuff yet, you know. Every year I'm always trying to refigure it out. But September 1st is like the time to start getting stuff ready. Especially from seed. So, dum-de-dum. I can't read that without my glasses. Anywho, we'll try some. This is a really good kale if you want to make kale chips. So the Lacinto Kale is really good. It grows really well here, grows really easily, and I'm definitely gonna do some of those plants. This is Buttercrunch Lettuce. So I think I was looking at the guide and I wrote down September to November. Pretty much around October is when you want to get lettuce going, like the end of September, early October from seed. Hopefully it's cool enough. This is Buttercrunch Butterhead lettuce. It's really, it's a soft, yummy tasting lettuce, and you can get a big scoop of it at Naylor's feed store in like a pouch like this for really cheap. M.I. Gardner had a sale or something, so I think I ended up paying 50 cents for this, and there's a good amount in here. So this grows really well here. This is a good lettuce. I mean, all lettuces are good. So this also is a romaine lettuce from Everwild Farms. I purchased this from eBay. So eBay has some different seed sellers, and Everwild Farms has it in this Mylar packet, which keeps it super fresh. And I've always had really good germination with all of their seeds. Never had an issue. They ship pretty much in time. I think they're here in the States as well, so that helped too. So this wasn't coming from like a foreign country. So again, this is just more romaine lettuce. Oh, I've got extra Buttercrunch lettuce here. I had ordered Cosmic Purple carrot seed. It's too hot to be planting carrot seed just yet, but I have a bunch of it. This came from Thailand or Taiwan, one of the T's over there, and this was the best price. The price of this has gone up, so ooh, gosh, this used to be like maybe $1 something, under $2 with, you know, with shipping or free shipping. And that was before the pandemic. So since the pandemic, this is like $5 to $10 for a little packet of carrot seed, which it's purple carrot seed, which they're super pretty, but the pricing has really gone up on everybody's. Theirs germinates the best, and they give you the most from Thailand or Taiwan. I can't remember which listing it was or who the seller was, but they are listed on eBay, and that's who I usually get it from every year. So I've got a bunch of little purple carrot seeds there, so I'm going to hold off on planting those till a little bit later when it's cooler. And then I'm going to get some more seeds started today that are called Detroit Red Beets. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Alright, so this is from the dollar store. Always germinates really well. I had some ordered from Reimers. So Reimers Seeds is where I had ordered some from online. They're really been backed up, so I made sure I ordered early, because I think I had to wait like 2 months to get my seeds, which, if you want to be planting right away, you know, head to your dollar store and see if they got some. Ooh, this is another good one. I don't think I've tried this one. Tuscan Kale. This is from Nichols or Nicole's Garden Nursery. I ordered that online. They shipped pretty quickly. I think the only thing I thought was a little weird about their website was when I ordered with them, I placed the order, I paid for it, and then I got like an email stating that they're not shipping any orders, and that freaked me out. So I placed a second order with a different company called Seeds and Such. So I ended up getting 2 orders, because when I emailed them about it, they were like, oh, no, we are totally shipping. And I was like, okay, well, you know, I paid for everything. I don't need a second order. But anyway, they ended up shipping it. So I didn't worry about it. I have extra seeds, but I don't know that I will order from them again, just because I wasn't sure if I was going to get the seeds that I ordered, and I had to order a second order from a different company. So even though they did ship out my order, there was a little miscommunication with them. Don't know if that's normal or not, but that's what happened. So let's see, what else do we have? That's just more Lacinto Kale. This is what I usually grab too from the dollar store. This is our rainbow Swiss chard. Germinates really, really well. For each seed, you get about 2 to 3 plants that comes out of each seed. Same with your beets. When you plant your beets, about 2 to 3 beets will sprout from that one seed, so you will have to separate them and kind of thin them out a little bit. Same with the Swiss chard. So you can thin them out and just retransplant them into another pot, or you know, just pluck them out, and then whichever is the strongest plant, just keep the strongest plant. These always germinate really well. I keep hoping for this. See this pretty purple one with the red? It shows a picture of it, and every year we plant like every seed, and somehow we never get this one. So I don't know if the birds like it and they pull it out every year or what, but we just would love to get the purple. We get all the other colors. We get the hot pink, the yellow, the white and green, and the orange, but we never get this beautiful purple one, which is always on the cover. So I don't know if they're just not putting it in the packet or what's up with that, but we're hoping this year we'll get a purple. Okay, and collards. I always get my collards. Collards grow really, really well here. Super easy. I'm going to start some from seed. This is from Naylor's Feed Store locally. A scoop or half a scoop is like less than $1. Maybe it's $1. I forget how much it is, but you get a lot, and honestly, just a few plants will help feed your family like every day. You can cut on collards. Just like the 2 of us here, Waylon and I, you know, maybe 4 collard plants is enough, and we still have extra, so I'll still probably have about 8 plants of these, and we'll have plenty for other people to cut every day or to give to our chickens. So, let's see. Yeah, here's just a picture of our cosmic purple seed. And then this, I think I mentioned it, the Roselle Jelly hibiscus. I'm going to try planting some more of those and see if those come out this year. What's this? I grabbed this. Oh, I've got our green Malabar spinach, and I've got red Malabar spinach. That grows really good here year-round. It's great for feeding your animals, and it's just super easy to grow. We love it fresh in salads. You can stir-fry it. You can put it in soups. It's just really versatile, and it trellises really well. So if you have limited space, this is a great way to go for your spinach. And most of this was really affordable. Some of these, okay, I guess I didn't show you the pricing. So these were $2.75 from the Nichols Garden Nursery. I think seeds and such was like somewhere between $2 to $3, up to $3.50 per packet of seed. And so, like, this kale has 500 seeds. That's a lot of kale, and we have a little backyard, so we don't technically need 500 seeds, but that was the littlest packet they had. But it was a good buy. And then, like, your tomatoes, you don't get as many seeds in your tomato packets. You get 15 to 20 seeds. I think these are more like anywhere from $2.50 to $3.25 for a seed packet. And if you order so much, you usually get, like, a really good shipping deal. I don't know, maybe I paid $4.50 shipping, so I might have ordered like $20 worth of seed or something from them, and then paid like maybe $4.50 shipping. I think the same with this company. I think I only paid maybe like $3.95 or $4.50 shipping. So again, I probably placed another $20 order with them. I'll have plenty of seed, and I always pretty much get free shipping on the eBay ones that I get from people for the carrots. And of course, your dollar store has, and it would be your Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has lots of amazing seeds that germinate really well. They're all heirloom, and they taste amazing and do really well here. So, super affordable. It's actually 4 for $1, so these end up being 25 cents a packet. That's like an unbelievable deal and a great way to go for starting food for your family. So, there's that. And I'm just going to label with some popsicle sticks what I'm planting. Of course, I didn't pick it all out yet. I'm going through it over here. So here's our Swiss chard, if I can open it with one hand. And show you what it looks like. There's my parsley drying over there. Sprinkle them on the floor there. Okay, so they're kind of big, the Swiss chard. They're like a really good size. So like, you're just gonna like plop one into each cell, and I'm really just trying to get them as big as I can. So I'm gonna just try and do, maybe I'll probably do 2 seeds in each cell. That way, I know I'm definitely getting a plant. If I need to separate it, it's not too hard to separate them out. And that way I can show you guys what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got some more seeds over here, but anywho. So I did this section right here of the Swiss chard. And then I ended up just grabbing the Miracle Grow potting mix that has some fertilizer in it from Tractor Supply. This was like $15 for a huge bag. I've just been really tired and didn't have time to go run around and making our own mix like I usually do. So this one's actually pretty moist. It clumps up a little bit, so that's really good. So it only needed to get wet a little bit. So I've got my seeds here. And then I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit. Oops, sorry. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more on top. So you want like a good soil-to-soil contact for your seeds. So I had already squished these down before, made sure that they were moist. And then now I'm going to just kind of get that good soil-to-soil contact. That's what you need to germinate the seeds. You're not looking to press it down like, a pancake or anything like that. You're just kind of gently tapping at it and tucking it down in. And then if it doesn't feel moist enough, this one feels moist enough, go back and get your spray bottle that has your distilled water or your already boiled spring water, and just dampen the top. And then make sure you get a popsicle stick, put what it is and date it. And then every day you want to check it, probably at least in the morning and in the evening, to make sure it's damp enough. so that you sprout your seeds. So these trays have a little bit of water, so they're gonna wick up. So I'm just gonna check on them, and if you don't want the tops to dry out, so check on them throughout the day, in the morning and in the evening, you know, breakfast and dinner time kind of thing. And if they need to get spritzed on top, just give them a good little spritzing, and that's it. So we will have these under our grow lights over here. If you guys saw the previous video with our setup, I've got grow light up here. I've got a long one down here, but because I have 4 trays, some of these are not going to get as much light. So what I'm going to do is, we've got a couple of brooder lights here with some extra grow lights pointing at the front. And then our windows back here. So I will be like opening that up for some extra sunlight. And then we're going to have the grow lights on. We do them for 12 hours a day, and it's on a timer. Someone said that it's really good to have your grow lights on for like the first 24 to 72 hours, and then do every 12 to 14 or 12 to 16 hours a day on a timer. So we might try having them on for at least 24 to 48 hours and see. We found out it looked like the seedlings were a little bit stronger because they got like that extra boost of sunlight. So I guess that's like once they pop up. So like you want them on probably 12 hours a day until they start to germinate and pop up. And once they start to pop up, make sure your grow lights are on for a good 24 hours or a little longer, and it strengthens the seedling. And then go back to your 12 or 14 hours a day on your timer. And so we might try that this year and see how that works, and see if they get a little bit stronger. This is the other thing we have up here, is a little like desk fan. So I think we're gonna get another one. This might have been $5 or $10. And then so you just adjust it and have it on gently. And this what happens is, once it starts to sprout and you have a nice soft gentle fan blowing, it helps strengthen your seedling because it's getting tempered. So it'll be easier to transplant out into the garden and not have to like take them outside and then take them back in, and then take them outside and take them back in. So we'll have the fan on them. I'll probably grab another one. I've got a box fan that we can put on low too over here, and that way it'll help strengthen your seedlings, so that when they go outside to transplant, they won't like, the winds here can be pretty strong, so if they don't get adjusted to the wind, that they'll just fold over and break. So all that effort you did into starting seedlings kind of sucks, because it'll die, and we don't want your seedlings to die. So we're going to have these in here probably for a good month to get them big enough so that our birds and stuff are not attacking and pulling them out of our garden, because that happens every year. We have some row covers to help with that, but I'm hoping we can probably get them to a nice big size in these seedling trays. So I did give a link to the Bootstrap Farmer website. That's not necessary. You could totally do this in some solo cups. We have limited space, so I'm really trying to take advantage of that by getting 160 seedlings started in this little area that we have set up. This is just a little card table that folded out. This was some extra free thing that Waylon has. We were barbecuing on it outside, and then he added, I think, some broken chairs that we had to lift it up. I don't know how he comes up with these ideas, but he's a total upcycler and really cool about it, and makes things work somehow. So our setup, had we done it from the beginning, we would have done probably 2 long grow lights from Walmart. We started off with just this short one, and honestly, we start so many seedlings now inside because of our urban area. We would have preferred to have 2 long ones, and now we'd probably have to go back and buy like a second short one if we wanted to do some up here. So anywho, we're working with what we got, and this is our setup here, and we'll see how it goes. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you have any comments, put them down below. That's it. So we're just gonna get some of these seedlings started. I think I mentioned it in the last video, This was a seed starter planter guide called Clyde's Garden Planner, and he has, it's too dark over here, I'll go over here. So he has over here he's got a spring and fall, and it'll list what it is, and then that is a pull-out, so you can slide to whatever the last frost date is of your area, and then it gives you like a planting date for everything. And then in I think November is when we get our onion sets. So November, we'll get our onion sets from Turner's Gardenland and plant our onions too. So, but this is a really good guide. Of course, I haven't looked at it or used it yet, but I was planning on it, and I don't know. So, anywho, there's like onions, tomatoes. Now he's up north, so some of these things we can't grow here during the fall. Tomatoes will have a harder time. Some peppers will have a harder time. We definitely cannot plant melons. You can do potatoes, sweet corn, I believe, cabbage, cucumbers. That's a no for us in the fall. Okra, I'm pretty sure you could probably still grow some okra. Pumpkins we usually grow in the springtime. You can try squash, carrots, cauliflower, Swiss chard, peas, beets, broccoli, green beans, radishes, turnips, lettuce, and spinach, just to name a few. So I think this was maybe $5 online. Does he have a website? I think he does. So his website is, I'll put it down below, but it's Clyde's Vegetable Planting Chart.com, and he's in, I think, Montana, and it shipped pretty quickly. It's a handy little guide. So I'm trying to do all this by myself. Okay, so I don't get the light in your eyes. I hope that was helpful. I know a lot of people been asking me questions about starting a garden and what to do. Now's the time to like go get your potting mix, go get, you know, whatever you're gonna do to do your seedlings. You could totally do this outside as well. The issue with us starting plants outside is we have a lot of birds, and apparently there's a lot more cats in our neighborhood now because of some of our neighbors, and so they're getting into a lot of things. So we're trying to do the best we can to keep our plants from getting eaten, pulled up, sat on, squashed, laid on, all that good stuff, and starting them inside so they can get as big as they can. And that was my goal this year, was to make it a little bit more efficient, get them as big as we can before we plant them out in the garden. So we're still cleaning up our garden. I don't know if I did a video on that. I think I showed some photographs. We still have a lot of cleanup. We did an hour out there this morning. It's insanely hot. It's Hades hot outside. It's like sweat your booty off outside. Like if you went into a sauna room, feel like you're gonna pass out. It's hot. So we only try to work in the gardens like early morning, and maybe early evening if we're not too tired from all the other stuff that we're doing. And we're really trying to get it all cleaned up and cleared out. The only thing we have growing back there right now is our loofah. It's still doing really well, and I don't want to pull it up yet. So other than that, we're just trying to get everything else in order and get organized for our fall garden. So we'd like to enjoy some time watching it grow and not just cleaning up all the stuff that we haven't gotten to, like from the freeze. So we still have a bunch of things that we're trying to get cleaned up. And yeah, so that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me today here at Becca's by the Bay and my Mermaid homestead, and us starting to grow food again for the fall for our garden. I totally cannot wait for cooler weather because it's just way too flippin' hot. So we'll see how the seedlings do, and I'll kind of pop in every week and show you guys how they're doing and how they're looking, and where we go from there. So we'll see you later in the next video, guys. Have a great day.